Well, this is the town of Mequinenza in Spain, and you'll find it on the junction between the river Ebro and the river Segre. It's a very famous place, actually. In fact, if you were to construct a list of fishing meccas, then Mequinenza would definitely be in the top 3. Now, we've come down here at dawn to fish for one particular species of fish which has made this town famous, and that's catfish. They were stocked into the river here about 30 years ago, and the results have been absolutely amazing, because here in Mequinenza now there are some of the biggest fish in Europe, with catfish rapidly approaching 200 pounds. They've almost taken over the river. We've been here since first light. We've already got a group of Germans to our left, and the Spanish are fishing down to our right-hand side, so there's already a few fishermen here. But you know, when you get this many people around, there's usually a reason for it, and we know that the fishing's very good in the town, so I'm really looking forward to the day.
I flew from Birmingham to Barcelona, which took approximately 2.5 hours. From Barcelona, I met my fishing guide, who drove me down to Mequinenza. On arrival, I was able to unpack and freshen up, ready to fish. I'm looking forward to the challenge of catching a huge catfish.
So now the waiting game's already begun. We've been here about 2 hours, no action yet, but thankfully the sun's come up over the mountain. It's a little bit warmer, and I'm starting to feel a little bit more together as well. The first thing that you'll notice now that we've got full daylight is the width of this river. It's a very big, wide, powerful river. In fact, it's several hundred metres across, and we're actually fishing right out into the main channel at range, and that's why we've got the rods arranged like this, beach caster style. The setups are probably more like things you'd be used to seeing on the beach in England, but believe me, the sort of fish we're likely to catch here are much, much bigger than that, so these are very, very powerful outfits. First thing to notice actually is these alarms, which are a little bit like the old-fashioned bells that you used to clip onto the end of your rod, and I've noticed the Spanish still use them. It's a homemade bite alarm, and they react to vibration, so if a fish picks up the bait and moves the rod tip, it sets off a tilt switch inside here, which activates the alarm. We've got a very strong rod here, coupled with a multiplier reel, which will give us the cranking power to deal with a big catfish. And the line on them, well, it's braided line actually. It's 60 kilos, believe it or not. That's a 120-pound breaking strain. And if all of this seems a little bit over the top, I'm told that we may well need it. I'm certainly looking forward to the opportunity to putting it to the test. But the thought of something that requires 120-pound lines, a little bit worrying really, isn't it? We were met by Colin Bunn from Catmaster Tours, and Colin specialises in making fishermen's dreams come true. Colin, you've got a lot of history with this place. You've probably made quite a few people's dreams come true, but what made you come to Mequinenza in the first place?
Strictly for the catfish. That's what we came here for originally. A lot of people were talking about the place, monster catfish, and we come looking for them.
You've been coming here for 14 years now. How much has the river changed in that period?
Well, there's more guiding services here now, people fishing, there's a lot more people here. When we first came, there was hardly any people. Virgin water virtually. It's a good river, big river, and big fish.
What's the average size of the catfish?
Well, 100-pound plus is an average fish now.
Is it really?
Yeah, we worked out last year the average was about 110, I think it was.
Wow.
As an average.
And what's the biggest?
196 is the biggest that we've had.
That's a big fish, mate.
And I believe it's the Spanish record.
So you're just short of the 200-pound mark?
Yeah, they're here. I'm sure they're here. Just be lucky enough to catch them. It's the mecca for catfishing here. If you want 100-pound plus fish, this is the place.
Could do with cranking that drag up a bit, Colin. Well, we've gone for a rebait, and we're about to put the rigs out. I thought it'd be worth looking at the rigs, actually. This is something that Colin's arrived at after 14 years of fishing here in Mequinenza. It's a very, very effective rig, if not the prettiest one I've ever seen, but there's a reason for everything. We've got the 120-pound main line here, which is braided, of course, and then running on that, we've got a pair of leads Both of these leads weigh about 6 ounces each, and the reason for that is that if they open the dam up upstream, the flow through here would be tremendous. Now that can be a problem if you've dropped your rig out there and suddenly the flow increases and your bait gets washed away. So although it might not look very pretty, it certainly keeps the bait nailed down in key position. Then below that we've got a bead to protect the knot. The swivel's 250 pound test, and then the hook link, which is around about 1 metre long, is 100 kilo braid, so that's 200 pounds. Then we come down to the hook. This is a size 8/0 hook, extremely strong wire, and then below that, this is what I call a real greedy pig rig. This is a string of drilled out pellets. There's 8 baits on that hair there, all big baits, and a rig that when you hook a big fish isn't going to let you down. And we're going to put 6 of these rigs out now into the river. It's about 11 o'clock in the morning. It's starting to get very warm. We haven't had a take yet, but hey, we haven't lost hope. So Colin's going to put the baits out now. Me and John are holding the rods on the bank. We're going to pay out line, and we'll hold on to these rods while Colin rows across the river, and then he's going to drop the baits off and scatter some loose bait around them. It's a very accurate way of baiting up. With this kind of kit, you'd never cast it very far. It's not designed for casting, so rowing the baits out is really the only option. Colin's put in these rigs at staggered distances so that if the catfish patrol up and down on a certain line, there's a good chance they're going to come across one of the baits. That's it, that's 2 rigs in position now, so jobs are good and we've got 4 to go. And on a great big river like this, you need a boat to bait up with. It's so big. I'm about to put my rig down now. So let's just look at what one of these big catfish can eat.
Oh, anything that comes near it that it can get in its mouth. We've pulled cormorants out of the stomachs, cygnets, there was some swans breeding up there, they all disappeared, snakes, all sorts.
I remember you telling me yesterday that you even pulled a wild boar out of the stomach of one, didn't you? A baby boar?
Well, yeah, the hair, it had already been digested, but the hair was definitely from wild boar, yeah.
So they can actually eat animals of that size?
Yeah.
What about carp? Because they obviously eat the carp. What sort of size carp can they get the gums around?
Well, I myself have pulled a 20-pound carp out of the stomach, and that was out of a 170-pound fish.
Which means that a lot of the old stories we used to laugh at about them eating small dogs and children, you know, it ain't that far shy of the mark, is it?
No, not when they get this big.
Well, the bad news is that so far we haven't caught anything, but to my mind we're entering the best part of the day. It's just getting dark now, the light values are dropping, and of course with catfish being predominantly a nocturnal species, I've always figured that this is a really, really good time to catch one. Colin's quite surprised that we haven't caught today, but we had a very cold night last night and that may have knocked the fish back a little bit. My feeling is that with such big fish out there, they've got to eat if they remain active, and with them not feeding all day, then this is the time I feel when we might get a really, really big fish. Fingers crossed. Get out of there. And here we go, I think. Yes! Let's just hope it's been worth the wait. Oh, there's something definitely there. Oh, it's probably the moment where I make a complete mess of this. Well, we've waited a really long time for a bite, and it's at about 10:30 now, and we've finally got something on, trying to keep it a bit off balance. No way of knowing how big it is, of course, at the moment, although it seems to be coming towards me quite nicely.
Play them as hard as you like.
I'm playing them as hard as I like, Colin. Behaving itself so far.
It's still a fair way out, isn't he?
I've got a fair bit of line back, actually. It's getting close now. Anyway.
Okay, me and John better get down there now.
Right, well, Colin's Going to go down and try and land the fish with John. Well, it looks a reasonable fish to me.
Yeah, it's a fair one.
I'll tell you what, you wouldn't want that for a wart on the end of your nose. And my arms are absolutely aching. Heaven knows what a fish of about £180 must be like, especially when it's 200 metres out in the river.
Okay, we've got it. Okay, you want to stop him there?
Well, there it is.
There's your fish.
A Wells or European catfish. Latin name is Siluris glanis. The Germans call this fish waller. The French call it silure. The Spanish call it siluro. And that's not a bad fish, Colin. How big's that?
It's got to be about, he's got quite a fat belly on him, 70 something.
Yeah, nice fish.
Might be a little more with that belly.
And believe it or not, the fish in this river grow to over twice this size. Just take us through the key features then, Col.
Well, one of the main ones that always surprises people is this little thing. It's virtually useless, we think.
Very small dorsal fin.
Very small.
Scallop-shaped pectorals, about the size of a hand.
Yeah.
And then, of course, at the business end, which is where this overgrown tadpole basically processes its food, it's got a fair set of rasping teeth on both jaws here. Just like Velcro, really. It's very tough, this stuff, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, you can sort of go that way, no problem, but coming back out...
You've got no chance.
No.
And then at the back of the throat of the catfish, there's crushing pads which mince up whatever passes through these powerful jaws. So what we're looking at here is a fish factory with fins. Catfish might look a little bit dopey, but they're extremely strong, they're very fast, and they're highly efficient predators. You don't get this big without being good at eating. What's that?
87.
Yeah, he tried to do me there, you see, Colin. £87, not bad for a start.
Don't like to get your hopes up.
£70 of my eye. I knew it was bigger than that, I just didn't like to, you know...
He's got a big belly on him.
Tell you your job, yeah.
Look.
He's been eating a lot of pellets, that's for sure, yeah. Nice fish. Back in the water.
Yeah.
Good night's sleep. And I think back home for tea and medals.
Edging him down.
Well, here we are, day 2, and it's a completely different day today. It's dawned really nice, bright, clear skies. It's not at all cold like it was yesterday morning. And the other great thing is, all the people have gone. And Colin and I think that the level of disturbance here yesterday, that must have reduced our chances. There was a lot of disturbance on the bank, a lot of fishing rods in the water, and boats going up and down the river. And today already, is much, much quieter. And we think that the cats yesterday switched off, really. They stopped feeding, but that might mean that today they come hard on the feed. So Colin and I are both fairly optimistic about our chances today. We think it's going to be much better. He's going for it, isn't he? He's really short strokes. It's a massive contrast to yesterday with the lack of people on the bank, isn't it?
And the temperatures as well.
Yeah.
It's still colder than it has been recently, but...
Yeah, there's a real nip in the air, but it's not as bad as yesterday. You always put the left one down first to stop them tangling, I suppose. The downstream one, it's going to drift, doesn't drift.
That's right.
One doesn't drift over the other, yeah. Well, how about that? Just as the sun's really got intense, we're in here. And oh, this feels like a better fish, actually. It's pulling away hard. It's much nicer to hook the fish in the daylight because you can actually see where the line's going and get a good idea of how far out they are. Do you always advise people to play these fish really hard, Colin?
Yeah, with the snags about in the river and things, it's best to fight them hard and get them up off the bottom.
It's amazing to be catching these fish at this time of the day. It's really hot, the sun's high in the sky, and most of the catfish I've ever caught in the past, to be honest, have been at night. Oh, there's the fish right in the shallow water now, look. Oh, you can see the pellets on the outside of its mouth there as well.
You got it?
Well done, John. Oh, the torture's over.
Well done.
Well, it's not as big as the fish that I caught last night, but this one actually fought harder, I think.
Fat belly again?
Yeah. Gobbling pellets. Beautiful colours. They're all different, aren't they?
Yeah.
Subtly different colours. It's got a white belly. These are almost like grey stippled marks here. And then that gives way to yellow. and then the yellow kind of gives way to an olivey green, and you've got brown mixed in there, and it creates a fantastic sort of camouflage effect. They're anything but bland. But one of the toughest fish that you'll fight, they're really brutal fish. They're not spectacular in the way that, say, a marlin or a sailfish would be by jumping clear of the water, although I know you have seen a couple jump, haven't you? But,
yeah, but it is rare.
But they're dogged fighters, and they're very, very strong. You know, it's amazing, isn't it, how gentle these things are on the bank when you consider how hard they fight in the water.
Yeah, it really is.
I'm going to slide this one away. And hopefully it'll swim off, no problem.
A few inches under the water and they're gone.
Yeah, yeah. I've just been for a bit of a kip, actually. It's very hot in the middle of the afternoon. There's not too much point in fishing. I think so far we've done very well with the catfish, but remember, the stakes are very high here. Colin's got a superb track record. He catches a lot of £100 plus catfish, and to be honest, it'd be great if we could get one of that size. If we don't, well, that's life, but we've got an exciting evening session ahead. I'm really looking forward to it. Here we go. Yes! Exactly the same time as last night. It's a strong fish. Yeah, there she goes. Just look at the size of this fish. It's bigger than the one we caught last night. Colin and John are now going to measure it to give you an idea of how long it is. I'm sure you can see it's a real whacker, but if you just do the business there, lads. First of all, in inches. What have we got there, John?
It's coming in at about 74.5 inches.
So that's just over 6 feet long. And what's that in centimetres?
That's 1 metre 89.
1 metre 89. Just over 6 feet long of fish. And, well, we're not sure what it weighs yet. We'll do that now. But John reckons it's up near £100. I wouldn't be surprised. It's a big fish.
All right.
Well, yes.
Ah, you...
You've done it.
Oh, we've done it, look. 107,
I would say.
107 and a bit, but we'll call it 107.
Well done.
Well done, mate. Thank you very much.
Well done. Well done,
Cheers,
Matt.
boys. Great fish. And that weighs a lot. What a monster.
The River Ebro is about 400 miles long, making it Spain's largest river. It's earned a reputation as Europe's premier angling destination. Lying on the bank is Mequinenza, a modern town with 3,000 inhabitants.
If you come on holiday here, what's it like?
It's good weather, it's good food here, there's plenty of bars. There's one bar that we've got English food in it if you want English food. Plenty of places to go out, but most of the attraction is the fishing. But if you want to bring your families, there's outdoor swimming pools, nice apartments here. It's just a nice place, friendly people.
We're quite late in the year, we're in October now. Is it a good time?
Yeah, we caught virtually every month of the year.
So it's a year-round fishery, really.
Yeah. Seemed like a heavy fish when you struck that one.
Yeah. We're off to a real flyer on this one. That was a good take, wasn't it?
Very good.
Really hammered off with it. It feels pretty heavy.
Yeah.
I said, mate. Oh. I'm so embarrassed if this is a small one.
Don't think you got any worries then.
Real nice wake-up call anyway. Better than an alarm clock. Right, the fish is coming in close now. It's about 5 metres out. And John's going to go down and grab it. I'm not sure I envy him, actually, because it looks like a big fish, this.
Got him.
Well done, John. Proper one this is.
Look at that. Lovely yellowy colour too.
It is, very nice. Oh, God, that's an absolute monster, isn't it?
Yeah, lovely. Oh,
What a fish. Look at the size of its head. Well, Colin's just dragging the unhooking mat over. This is the first chance I've really got to look at this fish close up. It's an absolute beast. It's a really nice looking catfish. It's very yellow actually, but just look at the size of its head. I mean, I could literally fit my head in there. I wouldn't want to go swimming with this thing. What I find interesting, the teeth on these catfish here on the Ebro are longer than the teeth that I'm used to seeing on them, and that must be because they're grabbing quite large prey items. Well, that's a serious fish, Colin, that is.
It's a cracker, yeah.
It is. I don't know how big it is, but it's bigger than any I've ever caught.
It's got to be 7 foot long as well.
It must be, yeah. Let's just lie down next to it. There you go, look at that. That's a serious fish, that is. Serious fish.
You've done 150, Matt, I think. 156, I'd call that. Second on 156.
That's a big one.
Congratulations, Matt.
Thank you very much.
Welcome to the 150 club.
Thank you very much. I've got him yet. Yeah. Cheers, John. Oh. Well, they say no pain, no gain, and believe me, I'm feeling pain right now, but what a trip. We flew out here from Birmingham to Barcelona. I'll tell you, as far as European fishing adventures go, this one takes some topping. It's been absolutely fantastic. The service has been superb, and I know that you were worried about the fishing and felt that it wasn't as good as it should be. We've come at one of the most difficult times of year. Just imagine what it's like when the fishing's good.
I arranged my fishing trip through Capmaster Tours, but alternative fishing holiday companies include Ebro Valley Angling and wadersOn.com. Do check though before you travel whether your fishing licence is included in the package.
As far as European fishing adventures go, if you like your carp fishing or your cat fishing, then quite honestly, I don't think you'll beat this. And it's all down to Colin and John. It's been a fantastic fishing adventure. Honestly, don't think it gets any better. Thanks, Colin.
You're welcome.